visitor?
Hold! Hold! What are you? You are... Oh, not! You're my size! My size! This can't be! I knew I shouldn't have eaten that lichen earlier. Cave slime never agrees with me. What? You mean you walk these halls and know nothing of their lord and holder? I am the king of this undersewer, protector of this whole expanse. Divine providence. Once I wandered the lands below, living in caverns, in a base attempt for subsistence. But then the earth was left below me, and I was raised into a city in the sky. Your mistake. If that's supposed to be groveling, then you need to brush up on your etiquette. But I suppose I can allow such insolence to be humored for this one time. I haven't had much in the way of company out here. Oh, you're welcome to some of the cave slime, if you're hungry. There's plenty for everyone. We are finished here. Back again, I see. Well, I don't suppose I have anything better to do at the moment. Seems that Jeff has run away with all the scones again. I'll wager we'll have nothing but crumbs to sup on when he returns. The rascally imp is the closest thing one can find to a footman in these wilds. Of course, it's just as like to rob me as serve me. I'd wager he thinks he has the best of me. But I'm no fool! Press him back into my service, will you? Seems my footman, Jeff, has scurried off without permission and taken up quarters elsewhere in the sewers. He should be made to see the error in his judgment, but I will not presume to ask for help in this. Quite right you will. Jeff's around here somewhere. The little scamp has no stomach for the realms upstairs. Just give him this. It's a charter of fealty he signed the day he joined my service. But if you do so, do it on your own time. I make no pretensions at ordering you around. Speak to me about Jeff when you've dealt with him. Be gone! What's this? Well, persistent little gnat, aren't you? I haven't had this many run-ins with another since Renival absconded with my archive. I I hold dominion over all you see here. I've been left to my devices, to rule as I see fit. I may seem harsh, but all my subjects will tell you I am fair. I've lived in these tunnels for years. There are plenty of hazards, but they only pose problems for strangers. Living giants. They stay away from me, and it's for the best. Can't let them know I'm here. Well, good to know Jeff got the message. Thank you for your help. Renable is a damned usurper, and I don't care what you've heard about him. This latest theft is just another attempt to discredit my rule. But this is too far. The key to my archives is the lowest blow. Only the key to my archives. Only the means to access the greatest treasures in my realm. Without them, my most precious of heirlooms are forever locked in a wooden hell. And for what? His rampant self-satisfaction? Whatever you wish. I am not inclined to ask for any favors. If this is your wish, then pursue it by your own will, not mine. That said, Renable is home in the darkest corners of my domain. Scampering coward! I'll wager you'd make short work of him. Be gone! What's this? Well, I can say that I'm happy to have a bit of entertainment after all. Jeff can be such a bore. But I don't suppose you have anything to read, do you? A good, honest tome? You have it then? And Renable has finally been brought to pay for his crimes? I thought I would toast this day. But it only tastes bitter. Have you ever had an enemy that was as close a friend? I remember the days when he and I were as brothers. But no more. Such is folly. Not just any old tome. I seek something from a far-off land. Something hilarious or depressing. Something foreign. I've no interest in the tomes of these giants. Found something for me then? How? Wait a moment. I know the words in this book. It's all coming back to me now. I wrote them. This is my writing. After all this time, I've finally remembered. I'm Denric, servant of Mitharu. It's been so long. Yes, I was Denric once. An Ormain monk sent to the southern lands to bring the word of Mitharu. But no longer. I failed my mission, and in my failure, I forgot myself. All is well, for Denric was but a humble monk, while here, I am a king! Oh, what fanciful nonsense you'd have me believe. Are you well? Have you been hitting the stone again? You must not do that. First, because it is sovereign property. But furthermore, because Jeff needs to wear his cape when I sit down. We are finished here.
Must be the beckoned.
Greetings, Beckoned. Are you here to debate?
You are the Beckoned. Have you come seeking debate? And the Beckoned arrives at last. What do you think of our humble academy, Chosen One? Could I perhaps convince you to debate one of my prodigies? Surely the Beckoned of Athene would be a worthy lecturer. I am the master of the Lycaos. I do what I can to enlighten the minds of those who enter my academy. If anything, this city is great for separating the weak and impious from the strong. Not all have kept the promises we made to the gods. Some have left our city to live in the wilds, as if they were the Myru. Fools. That is what we were before the gods sought to raise us up. Life for the Myru was not as you see here. The Myru cared only for base pleasures, carnage, conquest, and power. They were far from the enlightened people the Colossi are today. I will admit, times are difficult for the school. Few have the fire within them to debate. They seem to prefer moping. Many argue the meaning of the Beckoned. Are you a conduit of the gods, or are you merely their messenger? I know what you are, though. You are the strength of the gods incarnate. He did not have the strength needed to appeal to the gods, though he was named Primos. His virtue faded over time. I despair that the Lycaos has passed under the awareness of one so blessed. Our academy is the center of conversation for philosophy and theology in Idylla. Would you be opposed to joining us for a dialogue or two? It would be an honor. The spears, you mean? They are for the debate. Wonderful! With the hard times about us, I worry that our long-kept traditions will eventually be lost as the school's influence wanes. Your involvement is sure to spark interest in the Lycaos once again. Now, let us begin. In your first debate, you face Thace, one of my most promising students. Study hard, Beckoned.
Greetings, Beckoned. I take it that Onisimos wishes me to go through with this debate? Very well. You are? Then, I will begin. I mean, here is the topic of discussion. A torrential storm sweeps a youngling and a full-grown colossi into the flow of a river. A big one. A river, I mean. Now, there is only time to save one. Which should one choose to save? You would choose to spare the potential for strength over the certainty of it. Well, that's a stance few might stand by. Very well, let us begin the debate. Let us prepare. Please, go easy on me. Here is my new thesis.
You smashed him senseless, Beckoned. Why, this is the form all debates take here at the Lycaeus. Opening statements are made, and combat determines the victor. I am unsure what else you were expecting. That said, will you allow others to challenge you? You appear to be quite skilled. Speak to Sisters. He is eager to debate with you. Study hard, Becca.
Is it my turn to challenge you, Beckoned? I am eager to test you, and myself. I am glad. Tell me, what is the most effective display of strength in the following scenario? On a trip across a vast desert, you and a companion encounter a boulder. It is an airborne boulder, and it crushes your friend. He tells you, "Leave me, Beckoned. Even were you to lift this boulder from off my battered body, I would be but half a colossi." What would the strong do? You would save him? Beckoned, you fight like a colossi, but you certainly do not think like one. Where would he be with his body obliterated? He would be half a man, and half a man can never be whole. His friends and family would pity him, shun him. I will best you in this debate, Beckoned. I must. Prepare yourself. I look forward to your counter-arguments. It's my supposition. Here is my true response.
An absolutely scintillating debate, Beckoned. Sisters didn't stand a chance. Are you ready for another? Find my disciple Zeno when you are. He wishes to challenge you. Speak to Zeno. He wishes to test his intellect against yours. Study hard, Beckoned.
You are the Beckoned? I wish to challenge you. Sister Synthase are worthy opponents. That you have debated them is impressive indeed. Especially for one so short. You are one of the greatest debaters I have ever seen, Beckoned. I hope I present a worthy challenge. My query for you is simple. What makes a war worth fighting? That is a suitable response, if a bit subjective. I am of the belief that nothing makes war more worth fighting than a worthy opponent, such as yourself. Prepare yourself for debate. Prepare yourself. Let us support ourselves. My logic will be made clear.
Zeno's argument was hastily prepared drivel next to your well-constructed thesis. Fine, an older disciple, wishes to debate with you. Speak to Fine. She is my eldest disciple, very powerful and wise. A true challenge awaits you. Study hard, Beckon.
You are much smaller than I expected.
You've defeated many of Master Onisimos' students, Beckon. I am the oldest, the most powerful. Prepare yourself to face the Master's most gifted student. Excellent. You've done well thus far, but I have another query to test you. Does might make right? That is an intriguing point, but it runs counter to the core of Colossi values. Our culture hinges on the belief that strength is given by the gods to those with the virtue to wield it. Let us debate the issue. My virtue shall prove that you are wrong. Prepare yourself. Ah! Let our discourse begin. Here is a summation of my studies. Prepare for my conclusion. Summation of my studies. Prepare for my conclusion.
And the Beckoned arrives at last. Beckoned, welcome back. Have you been enjoying your debates? Indeed, you have defeated all of my students, Beckoned. The issue I pose to you is this, brought to my mind by your overwhelming strength. Can those with absolute power, such as yourself, have courage? If one enters battle with victory all but assured, can one also be called brave? I would never dream of it. You are the Beckoned. Shall we begin the debate? Prepare yourself. I am eager to test myself. Your merit Brace yourself. Here is my evidence. Brace yourself. Here is my evidence. have my underlying gratitude for participating in our competitions. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. Word of your scintillating lectures is sure to bring attention to our school. Already there are more spectators in the Lycaeos than there have been in years. Your thoughts guard you well in combat. May this talisman offer you similar protection. Though we were all taught sound lessons, my students and I have never seen this many in the Lycaeos. Truly, you have helped us. Study hard, Beckett.